Welcome back to Runaway with Taborland, and today's exciting video. I'm showing you 3.5 unique modifications I'm doing to this Runaway today. Well, today as in I filmed a couple earlier and now I'm just filming my intro to see if I actually put them on correctly. But first, let me show you this cute boy right here. His name is Maddie. His name is Matthew. We call him Maddie. But he is the only other person in the family that will wear Bigfoot stuff. And he is one of my favorite. Of course, Dane is one of my favorite too. So I only have 2 nephews and 2 beautiful nieces that live all the way in Las Vegas. So that'll be a fun trip. Maybe if I can haul this camper out to Las Vegas, that'd be a good video for y'all to see. And if you've camped in Las Vegas, please tell me where's a good place to park this bad boy behind me. And on that note, let's go ahead and get started on Numero Uno. All right, today we're gonna do our first modification up front. I got this, what is this called, Joey?
A box.
A box. It's a cargo box on Temu, I think it's called. T-E-M-U?
Temu.
Temu?
Temu.
It's called what?
Temu.
Temu. You're a little red. Is it a little hot today?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So I got this box at Temu, and it's actually not too bad of a box. It's very lightweight, don't get me wrong. But it does have a nice rubber on it, and you know, it is metal, it is aluminum, maybe a light aluminum, and it only cost me about $35 on Temu? Temu. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna drill some holes up from the bottom, and I'm gonna attach these U-bolts to just keep it in place. And all this is gonna hold is just my wheel chocks, my security system, my locks, maybe some extension cords, and maybe a water hose if I need it, but nothing major is going in there. I probably don't even need to lock it, but it's a good safety feature. So let's put this thing together.
Safety first.
So I want it pretty far over on the cargo rack, not to where it's not tipping on its own, just to where it's like, you know, secure on there, right, where I can leave it like that. All right, Joe, you ready?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, what you're gonna do is just press down on it. So, because I'm gonna be drilling up, so I need you to press down.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
One. So, it helps if you use the right bit. Much easier. Sweaty. So just dance, dance, dance. All right, Jojo. When I put these through the bottom, just put the washer, the long washer on it, and then tighten them up.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we gotta tighten up the bolts. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, now we just gotta tighten the nuts. You wanna do it? So just put it on and give it some couple twists.
There you go.
Good job. So there you have it. We got our Temu box installed, as you can see. It's not going anywhere. Are you filming me or the box?
Both.
Oh my gosh. Worst camera person ever.
You are fired!
All right, so here you go. It comes down, and I might snip those little bits off in there, but it's really not gonna hurt anything. Close it up, lock it. Here's my key. And now I have all this room to put stuff like my water jug. Let's tackle number 2 tomorrow, because man, it is hot. So say goodbye to my helper.
But I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
You're gonna be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Great, more help. So for mod number 2, I lost my helper. I guess Nana's house is more fun than working on the camper. Mod 2 is gonna be replacing the old flimsy plastic license plate holder that makes your license plate flap in the wind because it's just a piece of, plastic. So let me spin you around and show you what I'm talking about. So what we're talking about is this guy right here. See how they're bong, bong. So we're gonna be replacing it with a metal one. Off Amazon. Off Amazon. Comes with all the hardware and some, what is that? Reflective tape. We'll see if we're gonna use that later, but let's go ahead and take this guy off and put this metal one on. Of course, I got black to match the rest of my camper. I guess I don't think that comes in any color, but I was happy it was black. It is, can't tell if it's aluminum or steel. I didn't really ask, but from China. So looking at it, I'm hoping and praying it's just these nuts, and I see there's a wire. I don't know if that's a ground or whatever. Maybe a ground. If you know, I guess you can't tell me because this will be posted before you can tell me what that was. But just down in the comments, tell me what that is because I'm not an electrician. There is a zip tie here. I think that's just holding the wires in. I don't think it's really connected to the plate itself because the plate is only back here. And it is a little longer, but it's going to be definitely much better going down the road. Also, it came with a lot of parts when all I see is 4. So there's no instructions, so we're just going to wing it and see what happens. Tell you what, I'm not mechanically inclined. Even the smallest things like this, you're like wondering, really, is it that bad? Yeah, it's that bad for me. Nervous. I'm a nervous Nelly, I guess you could say. Which is kind of funny. I know a Nelly. Wonder if she says that. I'm a nervous me. Sorry, I go off on weird thoughts.
Where are you? You're in the clouds, and we are in a basement.
All right, so we got 2 bolts coming off. And then there's that wire. Probably should have took a picture of all this. And then whoa, it's moving. We've got movement. Okay, how do I get this off? Okay, good. Oh. All right, let's see.
Oops, my bad.
Look at the new hotness. And then. So if you are doing this yourself, those nuts that fell out, it's not for holding license plate in. It actually slides in the back. Now the hard part, honestly, is getting these in here and trying to fit them back here. Hey! I feel smart.
I'm smart! Not like everybody says! Like dumb, I'm smart and I want respect!
All right. Let's put these washers on. Boop. Put my assuming the ground back in. Now this is painful to watch at home. Trust me, it's as painful as me doing it. All right. So hopefully you fast forwarded through this boring stuff. Oh God. Nope. See? Let's try that again.
Take 2.
Does anybody at home know what I forgot? yeah, the main purpose of doing all this, that's what I forgot. There we go. The main purpose of this whole build. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Yep. Speaking of nuts, where'd the other one fall to? Where'd that little washer go? Stay organized, folks. Stay organized. So as you can see, the front license plate, or the back license plate, is now switched out. I tested the lights, everything's working. Easy fix. Of course, don't use the parts that come with the kit. See if you can just buy the piece, because the hardware that's already with the Runaway is much better and it looks great. And that one wire was the only wire I saw that needed to be put back in place. So that was fairly easy. All right, we're at modification number 3, and I haven't found this anywhere else yet. I've seen it for fishing poles, but what I'm doing, oh, and the stinky slinky smell bad. But we don't have a lav in our camper, so I'm taking this 4-inch PVC pipe, which is more expensive than I thought it would be, and I'm gonna put it on my roof rack. And to do that, I need a couple pieces. This one is a pre-cut 5-foot long, 4-inch diameter PVC pipe that I'm gonna fit it with a cap. So I'm gonna put this part on. I don't know the names of all these because I'm not a handy person. I'm just winging it. And on both ends, I'm gonna cap it. Like that, like so. Now I'm doing both sides because I wanna get into this from both sides of the camper, whichever side I'm on. You could just put a cap on this and seal it and just have one entrance, but that's up to you. But that's whatever you prefer. I prefer to do it this way. Apparently I take this stuff and I put it all on the outside, and I put it all on the inside with this little lollipop inside apparently, and seal them together, and it should be a quick thing. I do have a box beneath me to catch any dripping so I don't get in trouble. Oh, this stuff stinks. Simple. I'll wait till it dries before I put the cap on. We're gonna flip it over. I don't know if you notice on the end here, chalk tires are not only good for tires, they're good for holding uneven tables and holding your PVC pipe. Pro tip for you. Recommend doing this outside because this stuff is stinky. And if I'm overdoing it, please put that in the comments below too. All right, so for mounting it on top of the camper, I got some 4-inch or 4 width U-bolts, but I had to get 4 of them because I don't have an L bracket like to hold the awning. Like they have an L bracket and you stick it to the L bracket. They do make, oh, I'm sorry. They decide to mow now when I'm filming. But hey, you live in a neighborhood, that's what you get. So they do make special mounts for PVC pipe to mount on top of a roof. But as you know, it's expensive. So I'm just gonna double up on my U-bolts. I'll show you what I'm doing and we'll mount this bad boy. Then I'll show you how I put my rugs in, which is not really hard to figure out. So the chocks are also good to hold things in place on the roof. Who knew? So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't have an L bracket, I'm using 2 U-bolts. So then I'm gonna thread from underneath. I'm not gonna lie, that is not easy to line everything up. So now, just tighten your bolts. Just tighten them up. Then, just add your rugs. Your outdoor rugs, your mat in front of the door, whatever's wet and gross, maybe got rained on. So this way you don't have to touch it. Then once it's in, seal her up. So there you have it. I highly recommend you don't get the 4-inch because it's pretty tight getting it in there. And that's a regular size rug. It's only 5 foot by 3 feet. So it's not that big. So I recommend maybe a 6 or 8 foot tube if you decide to do this. I think I might replace this with a 6 foot just to make it easier, because once it's all wet and gross, you don't want to be shoving it in there, if you will. But you know, I can always take this one and put it under the camper for maybe the mats that we put in front of the doors where we wipe our feet on. So it's just right there. Maybe that one will have a new life under the camper and not on top of the camper. So there we have it, our 3 modifications that you don't normally see. One is this box up in front. As you can see, it's turned sideways, small box, so I can fit my other portable boxes right there. The rigid gear system, which is a great system to have. Our second mod is my rug holder that I might switch out for a bigger tube so it's easier to load and unload. And 3, my new diamond plated license plate holder, which I have a brand new custom license plate made for this thing. 3 guesses what it is. I'm sure you can figure it out. It has to do with the channel. So, oh wait, did I forget the 0.5? Let me show you. Not only do I have these awesome aluminum wheels, it's got a custom Bigfoot cover. How great is that? See? You go down a rabbit hole with Etsy. All sorts of things, all sorts of great things. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for these 3.5 modifications on my Runaway Camper. Stay tuned next time. Next one's gonna be the bed system again. I'm gonna chop down those beds and make it a couch. That's what I said, I was gonna make it a couch for me. And then after that, it's gonna be the Batwing awning. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends.